Did it really?
Okay. Did it really just? You're alive. Hold on. Let me go to the YouTube page and see if it actually works. Your channel says live now. Hey, there's Brian.
Is it up? Is it finally up?
It is finally up.
We are live.
Yeah, it is. Woohoo!
God.
Also,
Hello, everybody. It only took us 10 minutes.
I know,
Probably figured it out.
That's why I say, Bets,
Yeah.
your mic is smacking something.
It's not me. It's literally just sitting on my head. I have no clue.
Okay, it's probably when you were messing with your phone or something.
Maybe. Well, anyways, yeah. Hi, I'm Bets, as Nintendo said, and that's Nintendo who just said that. And Megan is the one who's probably just going to sit there laughing the entire time. Welcome.
Oh yeah, sure. Call me out like that. That's fine.
I mean, am I right? So yeah.
Yeah.
This is the stream where we draw and we talk and just hang out. And oh look, someone really did bump the thread. And yes, we have a thread on V right now that will probably die within the first 5 minutes, but who cares? Anyways, to start us off for a draw, as Nintendo did Brian. Okay, you guys can all yell at me, but I was watching some Five Nights at Freddy's videos last night, and I feel like we should start off with Five Nights at Freddy's.
No.
Okay.
Like cursed or?
Oh, yes, Squilliam Chan is there. Yes. So there's Squill Chan down at the bottom. By the way, Megan is Squill Chan, so yay, voice reveal. Yeah, that was very anti-climatic.
That was so iconic, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe we should start off with Squill Chan. Why not?
Draw the squill.
Draw the squill.
All right, give me one hot second.
You just there she is down at the bottom. Yeah. Right. Or we could start off with Sonichu, because that is currently the thumbnail.
Okay. All right. Let's start with so I get Brian from Brian Heroes out of here. So
yeah,
sure. I'll draw my Sonichu. Sure. Let me pull up the crayon tool.
So, in case like none of you know, Brian here is had a special time with V3. We had a guy submit Brian Heroes, and it was probably one of the worst submissions we've had. It was literally just a bunch of PNGs, like Uh-Oh Stinky and Wojak, and Brian and Stewie were in the center. So we've used that as a template of what not to do. But Nintendo here really liked the idea and decided to rework it into Brian Heroes. He's even made a theme song too, for some reason.
Yeah, there's a theme song because I was really drunk. That's that's the gist of it. Is I got trashed and I was like, you know, if I'm going this far, might as well go the whole way.
Well, I mean, so I haven't told any of you guys this yet, but I'm also working on a slight musical thing myself, inspired by, and as I've told most of you, and I'm sure as none of you are aware at the moment, I like to go on V every so often and make fake Sega employee leaks. And I actually did one yesterday. And
oh, that was you. Fuck you.
Oh, you saw that?
Was it the
AMA?
That was you?
Yeah, that was me. I did all of those.
I kind of believed that for a second. I was like, wait a minute, it's probably one of these assholes.
Yeah, that was me. I've done all 5 of them.
You're the cancer-killing V.
Well, because it's fun. I even made Blue Zavik. Why do you think I was so obsessed with it initially? So yeah, and so I'm pretty sure I was found out very quickly yesterday because I have no clue. Yeah, yes, Cyberstream, I can see you typing in chat. Yeah, we have one every month, and for the past couple months, it's been me. And so I've decided to take it upon myself to create an apology to V in the style of what's that video called? It is called the Sex Offender Shuffle, but I'm gonna call it the LARP Offender Shuffle. And I've written out the first couple of verses already, and it's pretty good. But that's gonna be essentially my apology for making a whole bunch of fake AMAs and LARPing.
Oh
So,
no.
yeah, I have to finish writing it, and actually, I think I'm gonna need you for one part, Megan, because there's a female part. I have no clue what it's gonna be though, but yeah, and it starts off. It's like the Board of V has asked us to disclose our LARPing crimes to you. It starts off amazing, right?
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah. So, all that to say, yeah, that Sega AMA was me, and I actually got people to believe it at first, but. And yes, I apologize, my fellow dev trash. He was the one who actually made the render. I came up with the idea. And people believed it for some reason. I don't know why. The fact that I said, hey, there's a Zavik and he's blue, apparently really really made some people believe. And yes, there is no music because we already started the stream like 10 minutes late because we couldn't figure out stuff, so whoops.
I mean, I could throw some music on, play it through the stream. I mean, if
We
we
can
had
do that.
if we had a Discord bot, it'd make it 10 times easier.
Well, I can always add one in after. We can do it for next week.
So,
But yeah, so
here's
Sega
Sonic
AMAs.
Chew.
Wow,
Oh, iconic.
very it. You are on the level of Chris Chan. I don't know if you should take that as a compliment or a insult.
Yes.
Cool. Oh, Cyberstream. God dang it. He's posting the Shirley Temple copy paste. It's from Baby Take a Bow to Curly
Shirley
Top and
Top to Heidi,
Heidi.
America's favorite little darling, Shirley Temple has been entertaining us for
Yeah.
generations. I fucking hate that thing.
Yeah. So I remember hold on, I'm getting a message right now from him about putting a bot in. Okay, so my dev Trash, or Midnight as we call him, or the other way around, my dev Midnight, or Trash as we call him, is going to put together a bot. But anyways, back to Shirley Temple. The only reason I remember that commercial at all, granted everybody does, but I remember it the most because whenever I would go to my grandparents' house, back when I lived in Utah, I would always go over the house and stay, a weekend or something like that, and they would have Xfinity, right? And they would have the base package in Xfinity, and it would always play that commercial at one point or another when I was over there. So when I think of that, I think it's just. Did anybody actually ever buy that? Has anybody ever bought that?
No, I think they paid for 10,000 ads on accident and just forgot about it.
Just we paid for the ads, just let them air.
Oh god, remember that autist that came in and tried to change the school chan?
Oh yeah, hold on.
I was looking back for a
who?
reference. Oh, it was before you came in. Someone came in and tried to change our mascot, saying didn't have enough personality and shit. I was like, isn't that the whole point?
Yes, so this guy, his name was CA3 or whatever, comes in. He's like, "Yo, this design is terrible," and so he proposed a whole bunch of designs. I think only 2 of them were. He dropped 30, 40 different designs, and only 2 of them were even remotely good. And I think that was because they had short hair, and that was kind of cool. But
and he wasn't the best artist, but he just kind of tried pushing off yeah, I'll make the character. We don't need to listen to you guys.
Where was this?
This was in the mascot fighting channel, but yeah, his whole thing was I'm gonna make a 3D model for this, and then he was just designing. He wanted to give her a trench coat, which doesn't make sense at all. But
I'll use the
Does
CalArts
that
design.
show personality? I don't think that shows personality.
I think that shows a school shooter.
For real.
You know, the first song that we should play when we talk about School Chat next time is "Pumped Up Kicks" because
Oh,
apparently,
yes.
she's a school shooter now. Is that? What are you drawing? Is that Clarence?
It's the CalArts design.
Yeah. Okay. That's. God,
So
I
you
hate.
start
I
you
hate.
start with a bean.
Yep.
My ex taught me this. You start with a bean and then you can draw anything. You can draw a dick, you can draw a
Yep.
face, you can draw tits, and it doesn't matter. You just start with a bean.
Wait. How do you? I can. Wait a second. How do you get all that from a bean?
I
I
can't
know
show
just
you. I
the
can't
face.
show you on YouTube.
Fair enough. We'll have to move to something like Twitch.
I can't show that on Twitch.
They don't care.
All right, so you
Are you doing a CalArts Squill Chan? Is that where you're going for with this?
yes.
Oh God. Yeah. I think there's like one good thing out of CalArts that I actually care about, and that's Regular Show, my all-time favorite show. Just easily.
This is gonna be
Then
really
they had that
cursed.
stupid. Oh,
I don't.
dude,
I don't say the word cursed often.
it cannot be more cursed than the Mel or the character you drew last week when we were just screwing around. Oh, that is very bad. I can already see.
Oh no.
Cybershroom, yes, I would call it CalArts because that's where the guy graduated from. It's not in the CalArts style, thank God, but it still counts. Because there's a CalArts style, then there's CalArts, and I mean,
Got the fucking
the style.
the fucking DK Donkey Kong monkey lips going on right here.
There's another character she looks like, and I can't put my finger on it. I want to say it's you guys. You guys have watched The Amazing World of Gumball, right?
The gorilla.
I've seen like a few episodes.
Do you guys know the weird stuffed unicorn the one girl drags around all the time?
I think so.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that. This is bad. The four of you that are watching, and I think one of them is me. Have any other suggestions that we can go to after cursed Squill Chan here?
Forgot how the School Chan looks.
Just take a guess. Just draw what you think it looks like.
I usually have to use
This
a
could be
reference to draw this character.
Wide mouth.
You guys aren't
Besides,
seeing
just,
this live.
like-
You guys are like on a 10-second delay. Reminded.
Yeah. I'm just saying because you did the wide mouth. It'd be hilarious if you did something like you gave her a Muppet mouth.
That would be
It's just,
terrifying.
it's just like it's like a puppet mouth. God, I can only imagine. Let's see. But yeah, so with this, let me quickly give you guys an update on where V3 is at.
It's
On
dying.
the site,
It's dead. It's completely dead. Nothing's happening.
yeah, we this is the cancellation stream. This is our last hurrah. Sorry guys, we had a good run. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's definitely why you added me in this one. Definitely.
we added her just so we could cancel it.
Yes.
No, but so far we've had on this site we have 14 submissions, and we have like 6 or 7 that refuse to give me logos at the moment. So I have to wait for that to put them on the site. We have some devs that apparently are known in AGDG for better or worse.
Oh God, I can't
Which
make
apparently
your face good.
it's CalArts. Only a few people. If I do the draw stream next week, I'll be sure to figure out the CalArts style.
It looks like a fucking monkey.
Yeah, it does.
I don't browse poll often. Okay.
Well, excuse me. Where was that going? But yeah, we have like no submissions for day 2. I'm just gonna lay that out here right now, and I've said this to everybody I've said this to pretty much everybody who's in the servers right now, but we have like literally no submissions for day 2, except for Brian Heroes, Super Mario 64 HD, which we need to have Yeah, I think we should write Nintendo a cease and desist because technically we came up with the idea first, and we've got evidence of it. It's on the Twitter before that leak came out. So Nintendo, you'll be hearing from our lawyer soon. Um, and someone said they were going to make a trailer for Donkey Kong and Knuckles accidentally delete Wikipedia while trying to download banana bread recipes, which is one that I wanted. I wanted to do that one because I had a good idea for it. I was gonna I know a few modders. Um, I know a few modders in like that kind of community, and I was gonna have them mod Knuckles into Donkey Kong Country in place of Diddy Kong, and I was just gonna record gameplay of that and call that the trailer. And I still kind of want to do it, but I don't know.
By the way, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the live stream in Discord if you want to go ahead and see it live, so you guys can see it live.
Okay.
Is that gonna completely kill your computer?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
I have the highest gaming rig of all time. It's
He has an RT20X. Is that what it's called?
yeah, sure.
GT something.
Does this look like Squilchan?
Sure.
Sure. I mean,
It's
it looks
close.
looks like Callard Squilchan, but yeah, definitely. And yes, Cybershroom. I believe it. I personally am kind of hoping for a 3D World port, but that's just me. I apparently have the unpopular opinion that 3D World is a great game. I don't know. I've never played Odyssey. I've never played Sunshine or 64. Seen them all. Never played it, but 3D World was the one that I always played, and I love that one. What do you? Oh, that's the splash thing. Uh, wasn't there supposed to be? Wasn't Delfino Square supposed to be in like Odyssey or something like that?
I
No,
think so.
nobody knows. Yeah, because like it was on the map or something like that. I think since we're on the topic of Mario, I think the next picture should be Mario. I don't know, just
Sure.
or you did a really funny Reggie. That'd be a good one.
I don't like redrawing pictures I've already drawn. Gotta keep it like a little unique.
On the topic of Reggie, and I guess kind of backtracking to the topic of Chris Chan, I knew of Chris Chan. I kind of knew a bit about him, but I did not know how deep his story went.
It's pretty autistic.
Oh yes, and believe it, I still can't get over the fact that he's the single most documented person in history. That just baffles me. But
Well, it all happened because he won a toy fair. He won a toy giveaway, and
yeah,
it just kind of escalated. He let it get to his head, and then it just autism insured.
it's kind of like one of those defining moments in history. You know, you've had the Revolutionary War, you've had World War I and World War II, and then you've had Chris Chan winning the toy fair. Those are the single most defining moments in history. But I was reading this conversation between him and what I thought was Reggie, and apparently it was a troll, which I probably should have guessed, but I didn't. And it was really it's kind of funny and kind of sad how easily he can be manipulated. But it was funny reading the exchange because whoever this troll was essentially, like really convinced him that he was supposed to meet Shigeru Miyamoto to pitch Sonichu the game, which I think is an actual thing. You don't know this story? You don't know this story?
That sounds awesome.
Okay.
Whoever did that.
So let me give you some context. So I don't know. So apparently, some guy posing as Reggie messaged Chris Chan, right, and was interested in getting him Shigeru Miyamoto to meet to meet and talk about Sonic 2 the game. And so Chris Chan, obviously, for some reason, was skeptical, right? And
Yeah.
so he did some research, quote unquote, and found that the email that was being used to impersonate Reggie was legit, or so he said. And so at that point, when it was like, I think it was Reggie at like NintendoAmerica.com, and apparently Chris did some research and found it was a legitimate email. So Chris, of course, believes it, and so they set up a meeting to fly Chris out to like Los Angeles or something where he can meet Shigeru Miyamoto and talk Sonichu, right? So Chris, being the lovable autist that we know, misses his flight, or just like doesn't buy a ticket or something like that. I have no clue. And so, like the day, like a week passes, and the guy posing as Reggie messages him back and writes this like really mean letter about how Chris left Shigeru Miyamoto in the cold. He waited for 2 days, hoping to meet you and stuff like that. And Chris bought it, right? And so he like started flipping. I was like, please give me a second chance. I really want to make Sonichu a reality. And so I think if I remember correctly, they were like, okay, we'll give you another chance. And then like he screwed up again. And so then,
Oh my god.
then this Reggie impersonator and Chris started going back and forth. And like Reggie was like, no, the idea is gonna be dead and buried. We've made everybody sign NDAs swearing not to talk about Sonichu the game and stuff like that. And Chris is just like pleading with this troll. He's like, no, please don't destroy my dreams. And it was something so stupid. So they're going back and forth for like 4 days at least. And there's archives of all these emails on the wiki.
Oh my
But
god.
it ultimately ends with like Reggie, the fake Reggie, supposedly blacklisting him, and and then Chris is like, "Well, I have deemed you a troll. You are not the real Reggie," and that's how it ended. And the guy never
Dude, what if it was
responded.
the real Reggie?
Well, so I sat there the entire time reading it, and I was like, did he actually get in contact with Reggie? Did this actually happen?
No, he
I
probably
think
just
I
used
asked
the guy
somebody.
probably used an email spoof. Or I'm actually
Yeah,
certain that's what he did, but still. That's fucking
because
beautiful.
right? And so I was thinking, like, what if? I mean, that would be the story of the century. Just like he actually was scheduled a meeting with Shigeru Miyamoto, who was actually interested, and he just botched it up, and like he had his one chance. Um, there was a guy who used to roam around my dev servers, and he was like our little version of Chris Chan, and his name was he liked to write his name out as the Japanese version of Silver the Hedgehog, and so it was like Sharubo's the Hedgehogu or something like that. It was something weird.
That's autistic.
Oh no, that's only the start of it. So this guy this guy who we nicknamed Silver because that's essentially what he was obsessed with silver, and he was constantly
Dude, that's the
stealing
worst
artwork.
hedgehog. That's not even Brian.
All right, now you have to draw Brian the Hedgehog next. You've put it out there. That's the next thing you're doing, Brian the Hedgehog. No, but so what his whole thing was, he would find a piece of silver artwork on DeviantArt, he would like saturate it and change the hue and pass it off as his own artwork. And I have the DMs between me and him all the time because like I would just because
I would
I'm
fuck with
actually
someone with
into
that.
it.
I would
So
totally
like
fuck with someone who did that.
that's what I did. That's what I did. So and he was Australian because we went into voice chats with him a couple times, and he turned his camera on once, and all I remember was he was this like surfer looking dude. He had like long blonde hair and like a tank top, and he was like Australian.
Was he
And
fit? Was he fat?
He was like he was just in the middle. He wasn't either. He didn't work out, but he wasn't like obese. And so but he had this thick Australian accent. Like every single time I talked to him, I had to like bite my lip from laughing. But
Oi,
no
mate, you got
offense.
some of those ciggies in the fucking got some of the brew, mate. Fucking love
So
Australians.
he would always like I have the DMs. I screenshotted them, thank God, because he ended up deleting his account. But I have screenshots of our conversation. I uploaded them to my Google Drive, and he would always say this weird stuff like, "I have to go buy fuel for my human mother. She gave me 50 fuel." Like, I kid you not, that is.
What the
And he would he would type out fuel, FULE. And my dev team thought it was so hilarious that has become the currency in all of our games now. So you can thank him for that. But oh, am I cutting out?
A little bit, not too bad.
Barely.
Okay, because you were cutting out a lot for me. Okay, now there you are. But yeah, so Silver, this guy. So at one point, me and him were in DMs, and he kept sending me all this Silver art, and it was like there was some really good stuff, and then there was some Christian level stuff. Like I remember this specific picture of Silver, Scourge the Hedgehog, and Sonic at like a beach, and Scourge is like doing this weird pose where like he's covering himself, and like Sonic is holding his bathing suit, and Silver just onlooks. It was so weird, but he claimed he drew that, and so I was like, I started making up crap. I was like, "Oh, did you use the Garbulator brush on this?" And he's like, "You seem to know drawing as well." And I'm like, "Yep." How much did you set the color reverb to? And he's like, "What?" And the thing was, he would always type out as if it were a role play. So he would type out like laughs, take a guess. And he would type out, and so
Should I draw Sonic wearing a diaper?
you're entering in Tamer's level. Oh my. Okay, that's a whole different. All right, I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, anyways, this guy
I have
was
to draw
going
Sonic
on
before I draw Brian. That's how all OFCs work.
But yeah, so this guy, and we had a Discord bot in our server, and we named it Mel, based off of our, quote unquote mascot Mel that I have for my dev team, which is essentially just a melon in a paper bag. And so, one of my IT guys put this thing in where we could talk through the bot. And so we started talking to him through the bot and be like, "We're gonna destroy the future," and he like totally went off the hook with it. Oh, it was so funny. I'll have to send you guys some of the DMs, but what did you? I will, but on the jumping over to the subject of Tamers for a second. So in the AMA I made yesterday, the beautiful AMA that everybody believed, some guy came in who actually might have been a legit leaker, or he might have just been me and just knows what he's talking about and is really convincing. But he started talking about, like, apparently he works with the VAs and whatnot. At least so he claimed. He's like, "I just work with the VAs," and then proceeded to literally like info dump, which didn't make sense to me, but all right. But he claimed to have some connections within, I think it's San Diego now, Sonic office, because I think they moved from LA, if I remember correctly. But he claimed that there's the Aaron Weber, we all know and love Aaron Weber.
I'm gonna make this hand grotesque as fuck. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, this guy claimed that Aaron Weber doesn't really. He knows about the community, makes fun of them, but he has only ever outright banned one fan or one creator from the office, and that was Tamers, because he saw a video of something like Bartleby thinks Sonic is dead. He thinks like Sonic got run over by a car, so he goes and like beats the guy to death and then farts on his daughter. And apparently Aaron Weber saw that and like flipped out, and so he like banned Tamers from the office. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I really hope that's true.
It is. So
I really don't want this guy to let me down. Like, you just Aaron Weber just sits down, sees a Tamers video, and like instantly just flips. Oh man,
how's the Sonic looking?
It is looking good. I like how Sonic has a butt on his hand as well. That was a nice touch. Yeah. Speaking of Tamers, I had a video that I wanted to do in the style of Tamers that never went anywhere. Like, I learned how to draw like him. I even learned how to draw in like Microsoft Paint like him, and I did nothing with it because my video editor was being stupid, and I couldn't think of something funny. So, oh well, maybe one day in the future. I think the next video I'm going to post on the channel for V3 is going to be the LARP offender shuffle. I think that's going to be the next one I do.
Honestly, I'm so down for that.
Yeah, I'll say once I figure out how to figure out all the lines, I'll send it to you because there is a girl part in the sex offender shuffle. So,
All right, so here's Sonic,
Shoot.
and like every OC maker ever, all they do is take Sonic and just kind of get rid of Sonic.
you need to add one single. Oh, okay? I can see where this is going. You're just gonna literally draw Brian. Oh God, here we go. So, so at my work, I have another guy who's into drawing, right? And so as of late, it's been like really boring in the nights. So whenever me and him work together, we'll always just like give each other little prompts to draw, and they are really Family Guy related for some reason, at least from my end. So like I'll try and I cannot draw Brian Griffin. I'll just say that out loud. I've tried and I've failed. I have a picture of how I draw Brian Griffin, but you draw it way better than me. Like I Family Guy is like the one style I cannot get down for some reason.
It's really hard.
I don't know why, because I mean every character basically looks the same. I mean, there's that picture I sent you guys of the Seth MacFarlane staggering library of character poses, and there's just like 5 of them, which unfortunately is really true. But I can't draw. I can't draw Family Guy. I don't know why. But I really want to learn how to draw Brian. Oh, that's a really, it kind of looks like Scooby Doo, but that's a pretty good Brian. And speaking of Scooby Doo, did you guys hear the sad tale of the new Scooby Doo movie going direct to
video?
direct
No,
to
it's gonna
digital?
suck.
Dude,
Oh, God.
it already sucks.
My friend linked me to a thread on Co, and I don't browse Co. I usually browse V and O because I like driving cars and shit. But
I
then
browse VG, and sometimes Co because I really like comics.
I also
And
browse
every
K.
so often
I also
T.
browse K. Which is gonna really suck because once I move to Japan, fucking, we have to sell all my guns and shit.
Oh, you're actually gonna move out here?
Yeah, my plan is to teach English with the like teacher transfer program, or the fuck it is, the JET program. That's what it is.
Ah, okay.
So one of my work colleagues did it in the '90s, and she highly recommended it as a good way to get into the teaching industry.
Oh, you're an aspiring teacher. That's cool.
In a sense, I didn't want to when I first started college. I wanted to be a computer programmer, but that kind of fell through, and I was like, I want to do something with my life. So
Well, you're going to have a lot of influence over these Japanese people. So what you need to do to impart your Western knowledge, you need to make sure they all know that Brian Griffin is the national mascot.
Oh
no! Like I mean, it's the bald eagle, but they don't know. So for all they know, it could be Brian Griffin, and that's what needs to happen.
You could also teach them that the bald eagle is just Brian Griffin.
Yeah,
you could just say this bald eagle, it's Brian Griffin. They'll be so confused because they'll point to a bald eagle and be like, Brian Griffin! And everybody else will be like, what the hell are you talking about?
I can only imagine them coming to America and being like, Brian Griffin! Dude, they would just get so many looks. It would be hilarious.
It would be great.
I have no clue why we're so obsessed with Brian Griffin.
I don't know either. But yeah, you're gonna get a lot of cursed people that are gonna do that. Like when I was in high school, I did volunteering over at this one think it was like a preschool or like I don't know what grade it was. They just had me go there and they paid me. So I was like, okay. But there was this one guy who was working there. He was American and he taught all of the little like children how to flip each other off. And so I walked into the room and all of the kids simultaneously flipped me off. It was the best thing.
That's
But you might as well.
That's my biggest fear is I'm accidentally gonna say something that'll probably get me like fired. Because I grew up browsing like fucking internet forums and shit and being an asshole, kind of like as a little shit like 12-year-old, know what I mean? And that kind of carried over into my adult life. So I'm gonna go into like my second day and I'm gonna be like, oh shit, those fucking cunts or something like that. Yeah, all right, you little cunts. Let's go do some homework. Let's do some English. This is how you say pen. This is a pen.
You just make up different conjugations for Brian Griffin.
Brian
for everything.
Griffin. That's a pencil. Fuck. I can't even fucking draw a pen.
Sorry, that's my dog. She's gonna be barking a lot. I don't know if you can hear her, but if you do, that's my dog. Hi, baby. What's up?
I pushed my phone because my computer completely died on me.
Nice.
Yeah, it happens. So we've like 15 minutes left, maybe 10. I have no clue. Let's we'll call it good for today.
All right, 2 more drawings. All right, call it.
Let's see. We probably Silver the Hedgehog, because that was a. We had the don't face again.
I actually can't draw silver, so just gonna just go.
Okay, well then if you can't draw silver, it's okay. Then we can change it. We can change it to Zavik. Yeah.
Oh no.
There you go. So perfect. Now be careful. The guy might still be active and find your picture and claim it as his own.
Your mic's cutting out a tiny bit, but it's fine.
Yeah, you're kind of dying there.
Actually, shit, I know what I can draw. I know what I can draw.
What are you gonna go for?
Fucking.
Randy.
What is it? What's today? Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yes.
Alright.
Why does the day factor into this?
I was gonna say if it's Tuesday, I can just draw a Consultan for Consultan Tuesday, but it's Wednesday.
Freddy!
Speaking of
Oh my
consoles,
gosh.
did you guys see the new Xbox Series X logo thing?
Dude,
The what?
I fucking love the here. Actually, I'll draw the Xbox Series X.
Yeah, so the Xbox Series X literally is just like the most generic thing you could probably make. It's just Series and then an X, and like the X is kind of like cut off on one side. It's weird. I don't know. I'm a Nintendo guy, so I'm just probably gonna stick with the Switch.
Yeah, same. I have my PC.
I'm not
like that.
You're one of those. Yes, exactly.
Oh wow, that is beautiful.
The Xbox Series.
You know the PlayStation 2 load up, like with all those towers and shit. That's actually all Xbox Series X's being made.
Oh.
They predicted the future.
I think I've only ever played PlayStation 2 parts of Heroes Battlefront.
Yeah, your mic's dead, dude.
Dude, you're cutting out so badly.
Actually, shit, I know what I could do. Fucking. Nah, never mind. Fuck, I thought I had something. Yeah, I think.
Hmm.
Oh, I could just draw fucking Nardo. Fucking, he's gonna be the ninja man. My roommate's been watching a bunch of anime. It's really fucking cringe.
I've actually never seen Naruto at all. Like literally, not even once.
Like, I watched it when I was like 13. Because that was like what everyone was into in my high school.
Mm.
But after that, I just kind of like forgot about it and never watched it. Alright, so that's, I think that's Naruto. Betsy, just I bet I wouldn't talk for like the next like just till the end of the stream. I think it's I think it's done
No.
for you. I'm sorry to say it.
Dude, my Discord broke.
All right, you're back.
Oh. Yeah, dude, you were cutting out so badly. It sounded like a robot, but like laggy. We couldn't understand a thing you were saying.
Oh fuck! I know what I could draw.
What?
Chicken. Because they gave me fucking like 30 pieces of fucking chicken earlier today. God damn. I'm kind of like
That'll be
brain
the last
dead.
one we do then.
Yeah.
Last picture.
Yeah, I need something to draw.
Shoot.
I don't want to draw Brian for the third time.
Hmm.
Well,
Oh, fuck! I
it's been
accidentally
a
deleted
productive
Brian.
stream. Oh god.
It's okay. It was just the first Brian. I mean, yeah, we talked, we drew, we talked about V3 and how it's gonna be 7 hours long. I'm kidding.
And here I am again because for some reason my thing does not work.
Are you using your computer or your phone?
I keep switching between the two because one of them works, one of them doesn't.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, it sucks.
But anyway, I got a
Oh,
message
well.
back from John St. John. The interview will be happening Tuesday, so send your questions over to me. And
Okay. Did you schedule it for a time that I can jump in as well?
he's he's on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. The only time we could really do it was at 3 p.m. EST. Sorry, man.
3 p.m. Oh, that's okay. That's 4 in the morning for me. It's okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll find a way to cope with my life. I'll just go home and cry for a little bit.
Or you could jump in at 3, 4 in the morning.
I'd love to do that, but at the same time, I kind of value my sleep.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream. I think that's
Sounds
that's
good.
a pretty good first stream. 53 minutes.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody.
Yeah, all 3 people love it. All right, peace.
Oh.
Yeah. Peace.
See ya.